Okay, we are on 1-3. So the first thing I want you to do is look at this question and choose your best answer. So whatever you think the answer is, A, B, C, or D. All right, so let's check. How many people pick A? How many people pick B? C? Okay, overwhelmingly so. Very good, C. And not D, okay? D is incorrect. Fewer, then we're going to turn around. So we're going to take some of these math words and then translate them. So let's look at this first one. What are some words that mean the same thing as that sign? Just shout it out. Add. What else? Plus. What else? Huh? More. Okay, more than. 2 more than 3. So you add them together. What else?
Sum.
Ooh, very good. Sum. That is our big word there. When you see sum of x and 2, you add them. What else?
Combine.
Combine. Okay, combine, or you will see something like together. How about increase by? So 2 increased by 3. That means you add them. Add 2 and 3. Okay, so those are typical words that mean add. What about this next one, this next sign?
Difference.
Okay. Robert's giving out all the big ones. Difference.
Subtract.
All right, subtract.
Fewer.
Minus. Fewer is a little bit different. Ooh, very good. Take away. I know, you probably don't say that as much as you did in like grade school when your teacher says 5 take away 2 is what? You probably don't do that anymore, but take away does mean minus. What else? Maybe decrease by? Okay, so those are words that mean minus or when they are telling you to subtract. What about this next one? Divide. Yep, definitely divide. What else? Oh, dividend is a very a particular part of a division problem. Yeah?
Quotients.
Wow, Robert is on a roll. Okay, quotient. So when someone says the quotient of 3 and 2, you're going to take 3 divided by 2. Now, we probably don't remember a lot of words that mean divide, but, some things like, over. 2 over 3, right? 2 over 3 means 2 divided by 3. Or sometimes we'll see ratio. The ratio of 5 to 2. Then you take 5 divided by 2. Or even per, right? So it's $2 per 3 eggs. So $2 divided by 3 eggs. Okay, so these are some words that mean divide. Next one. Yeah?
Product.
Okay, product. Everybody is on the roll now. Product. Product means multiply. Oh, I just said multiply. What else? Times, definitely. There is a 2-letter word that means multiply. Let's start with the O. It's okay. By, yeah. Sometimes you say multiply by or something like that. Yes, by also could mean, but it's really what word comes before. So multiply by or divided by. So this can, go 2 ways. But 2-letter word that means multiply. Start with the O. Nobody knows. Of. Of always means multiply. Okay, these are typical words that mean multiply. Last one on our top row. This one.
Equal.
Yes, equals. Equals. What else? Yeah. Yes, is our big word. Some, they will always say 2 times 3 is. Is just means equal to. Maybe something that means is in same as. 2 times 3 is the same as, something else. Total, maybe total. So basically they're saying like I want you to solve it. So meaning like there's an equal sign there. Okay, next. Parentheses. How do you know when you're going to put a parentheses on this thing? This is a little bit weird. So like if you say, let's change this. 2 times the, and then let's say they say sum, and then of. 2 times the sum of. So we know that it's 2, and then times means multiply. The sum of, so then that means I'm going to add whatever they're saying next together first. Okay, so when they say 2 times the sum of, or something like that, something the sum of, that means you're going to put a parenthesis there and do that part first before you actually multiply. So a lot of people get those confused because they're like, well, I'm translating literally and I am not sure where to multiply. Well, you're going to put a parenthesis there first. Turnaround. Okay, turnaround words are things like fewer than or less than. So for example, if they say 2 fewer than x, you're not going to do 2 minus x. You're going to turn around. You're going to do x minus 2. Okay? We know that when it says fewer, something is smaller than something else, so then we know that we're going to subtract. But we cannot literally subtract it. We have to turn around. All right, so let's go ahead and have you guys try another one. This question here, A, B, C, D, choose your answer. All right, how many people think it's A, B, C, D? Okay, answer is C. Good. All right, we're now going to translate some word problems into expressions. Remember, expressions means there is no equal sign. Okay, so let's read this question. You start with $20 and save $6 each week. Write an algebraic expression to model the total amount you save. Use W for weeks. Okay, go ahead and try that. So you start with $20 and then you save $6 per week. So how much do you save if you save for 7 weeks? So that is 20 plus 6 times 7. So a lot of you already have the answer, 62. Good. Let's look at this next one. We're going to evaluate this expression for x equals 2 and y equals -1. What do you think you should do first? Simplify, yes. You want to simplify first before you start plugging in numbers, because if you plug it in right now, the whole thing can get really, really messy. You want to combine like terms first. All right, if we combine like terms, we get 3x squared plus 5y squared. And I'm not sure how your algebra teacher taught you before, but if you are going to substitute any numbers into a staying with a variable, please make sure you put parentheses around it. So you're putting in 2 into x. Please make sure you do this, and you don't just write this. It's crazy, and later on it gets really messy and you can't figure out what you did. So put parentheses, and especially when you're putting in a negative number, please make sure you always put parentheses around the negative number. And that exponent always go outside, not inside, okay? Because you're taking that variable and then you're squaring it. Okay, so go ahead and evaluate. Okay, so this first one, when we combine like terms, it's 17. And then when we go on to the practice, first one is C minus 5, the sum of 11, and the product of 2 and R, so 11 plus 2R. And the last one, number 3, if you simplify it and evaluate, it's minus 12. And then if you try this perimeter one, so you're adding up all of those sides, the answer is 4A. All right. Next section. Solving equations. The most important thing about solving equation is whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. So basically, when we solve equations, that means there is an equal sign. That means there are two sides. So whatever you do to one side, you got to do it to the other side. So let's do one that's really easy. X plus 4 is equal to negative 12. So what is x?
X is negative 16.
Negative 16. Why? How did you do that?
You subtract the 4 on both sides.
Yeah, subtract 4 on both sides, right? Okay, what about this one? Next one. How do you solve this one? What do you have to do first? Distribute, yeah. We want to distribute first. So that's negative 27 plus 6y equals 3y minus 9. And then what do we do? Add 27. Okay, add 27 on both sides. So that's 6y equals 3y plus 18. And then, yeah, very good, minus 3y. So 3y equals 18. I know you guys are like, this is very easy. I know it's very easy, but we do still need to review just in case. And then y is equal to 6. Easy stuff. Let's have you practice really quickly. So let's have you guys do just number 1, this one. The answer is x equals negative 1. Okay? Next, let's, because we're a little bit out of time, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker. So when we are looking at sometimes, always, never true, how do you tell when do you pick what? So for example, let's look at this first one. 3x equals 12. X equals what? 4. So when is this equation true? Sometimes. Only when x is 4. So we say when there is only one solution, it's called sometimes true. When is it true? It's only when x is 4. So there is only one solution, so that's only sometimes. Now let's look at this one. X plus 3 equals x plus 3. Some similar equations like this, and if you cannot tell, what you do is you get rid of x. So subtract x on both sides. That would get rid of it. And you only see a 3 equals 3. So does 3 equal 3? Yeah, so that is always true. Always true means there are infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many. So basically it means you can put any number in as x and it will always work because x does not need to exist in this equation at all. Okay, so when both sides are the same, then it's infinitely many or always true. The last one is this one. X plus 8 equals x plus 7. So same thing. If you get rid of x by subtracting x, you get 8 equals 7. Does 8 equal 7? No. So it's never true. Or no solution. It doesn't even make sense. Okay, so let's have you guys try one really quickly. So you're going to look at this question, try to solve it, and then write always, sometimes, or never true. Okay, this one's never true. We are a little bit out of time, so I'm gonna just skip this second and go on to the next page. Solving literal equations. Solving literal equations means you're solving an equation in terms of variables. So you're not really going to get x equals 4 as an answer. You're going to get x equals y plus b or something like that. You're going to solve an equation for one of the variables. So for example, let's look at this equation. The equation C equals 5/9 times F minus 32 relates temperature in degrees Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius. What is F in terms of C? Meaning you're going to solve so that it's F equals instead of C equals. So you're going to get F out of the equation. So what should you do first? Let me rewrite this equation. Okay, so we're trying to solve for F. We're going to try to get F out of there. What should we do first? Yes?
Would you distribute 5/9?
Ooh, how many people like fractions? You love fractions. No, nobody does. So if you distribute the 5/9, you're gonna get two fractions now. So you don't want to go there. Yeah.
Divide by 5/9 on both sides.
Okay, divide by 5/9 or
Multiply by 9.
yes, multiply by the reciprocal. So to get rid of this fraction or to, kind of solve it, you're going to multiply by the reciprocal. And we learned reciprocal last section. That's going to cancel out that 5/9. So we have only a f minus 32. And we're solving for f. So what's the last thing you should do? Add 32. Although you can speak up. You're usually correct. Okay, f equals 9/5 c plus 32. Okay, easy. The next one's a little bit trickier. You're going to solve for x. Notice there are 3 x's. So this is a little bit tricky. What should you do first? Distribute, yes. This one you do need to distribute. 3x plus 3y minus x equals 5xy. Now what?
Combine the x's.
Yeah, combine like terms. So 2x plus 3y equals 5xy. Oof, we still have 2 x's. What should we do? We're going to move all the x to one side and everything that's not an x to the other side. This is a tricky question because this is a skill you have to learn. So now all the x's are on one side, but there are still 2 x's. How do I combine them so there's only 1 x? I'm going to factor it out. So that means I am going to divide by x. So 2x divided by x is what? 2. And then 5xy divided by x is 5y. Sorry, it's a little bit over time. Okay, the last thing you're going to do to get x by itself is, divide by whatever's next to x, which is 2 minus 5y. So x is equal to minus 3y divided by 2 minus 5y.